Fuller from envisionselfhealing.com, and we're dedicated to helping you improve your eyesight and quality of life by taking healing into your own hands. And in this video I'm going to be looking at the third part in my three-part series of rainy day eye exercises. Now those of you that haven't seen the previous two videos, then you can probably see it down the related videos here in YouTube, or if you're on our website envisionselfhealing.com and you're in the blog section, then just look at my previous two blogs and you'll find the other two sections that are part of this three in the series. Now the reason why I've chosen rainy day eye exercises as a blog topic over these three series is that it's really important that you're able to adapt to your environment and do the eye exercises on a continual basis, and there's nothing better than an excuse not to do your eye exercises than that it's not very nice weather outside. Especially something like sunning, where obviously you need the sun in order to do it. So a lot of us start doing less and less exercises if we hit a bad patch of weather. But there are alternatives you can do if you find yourself in this situation, and it's also a nice time to change up your exercises, and you might even find that you might prefer other exercises instead, or that you tried something new that you might otherwise have missed if you only ever do your eye exercises outside in the nice sunshine. Now of course I want to encourage you guys to be outside doing these exercises. There's so many benefits that the sun has, and just being outside in the fresh air has, and we also spend a lot of time indoors already as it is, so it's certainly a great time and take advantage of being able to go outside and do those eye exercises. But unfortunately for a large number of us that's not always the case, and we don't always live in nice sunny areas and we get sunshine all the time. So something that I suggested that you could do is do skying instead of sunning, or you can use a full spectrum light indoors if you can't get outside and it really is a rainy day. I also mentioned in my last blog that you could also try and focus a little bit more on palming when it is a miserable rainy day outside, and you can just give your other exercises a rest that you wouldn't otherwise have done, and just maybe focus a little bit on palming. Maybe just do an hour of palming and really try and get to grip with your technique, and also feel the benefits of what lengthy palming sessions have to offer. Now obviously you don't have to do an hour, and if you do have something like glaucoma, then we suggest you do 10-minute slots instead of a straight hour. But you know, just whatever it is that you normally do, say it's 15 minutes, then you could extend it to half an hour, and maybe if you do half an hour then try an hour. So, but it's a really nice time to be able to play with specific eye exercises like palming. Now the exercise that I'm going to be talking about today is kind of very similar, and a lot of you that have been following my blogs probably already know this exercise anyway, but I love it and I'm going to continue with it and keep explaining how you do it, because it is such a great exercise. Now the exercise that you can do, the third one for rainy day eye exercises, is of course the peripheral vision eye exercise. Now the reason why this eye exercise is so good is because we overuse our central vision so much in our everyday lives, and we very rarely spend some time to rest our central vision and then work our periphery. And the way the exercise works is how that is that I'm explaining that to you, that you want to block your central vision with a piece of card. If you look at the eye exercise that's saving my life blog, or the video that I've done, I explain this exercise in full, where we go through 3 size pieces of paper: a small size, which is half of this, and then a medium, which is this, and then a larger one. And what you're doing is you place the piece of paper on the bridge of your nose, and you then wave your hands to the side of your head. So you can see that is blocking your central vision. It's giving it that deep rest that it needs, that it doesn't always get. And then you're using your hands to activate your periphery. Now our eyes were designed to be all-round balanced, being able to look far and near, being able to use our central vision and peripheral vision. But if you think about our modern day lives, we mainly use close vision, where we're using computers, reading books, talking to friends and family, and being inside a lot of the time. And then we're also using a lot of our central vision because our periphery is really a distraction to us. We're trying to concentrate on reaching deadlines, or you're trying to read the next chapter in your book, and you don't want to be aware of the world around you. It's too distracting, so we switch our periphery off and then we focus very much on our central vision. So if it's a rainy day outside and you don't necessarily have the peripheral vision exercise in your activity, maybe you're trying to get rid of myopia, so most of your exercises are shifting and sunning and palming, then to take this opportunity to do the peripheral vision exercise, even if it's something you wouldn't normally do, is a great chance to actually take and to try this exercise out and see how it suits you, because again, you might actually find that it brings deeper relaxation than you realized. And even if it's something that you wouldn't previously have thought would be good for your eyes or for your condition, you might actually find that afterwards you have that deep sense of relaxation, and you might even find an improvement in your vision. Because if you think about it, if you're, say you're training for a marathon and you're constantly running every day, 7 days a week, and you're never resting your muscles, then after a while, or a week, 2 weeks, for me it'd probably be 2 days, your muscles would be so tired that it wouldn't be a benefit anymore, and in fact you would feel weaker than you had beforehand because you're just not getting that rest. Well, the same could be said for our eyes. You know, they're muscles just like any other part of the body, and there's still parts of the eye that are functioning in order for you to see well. If you're never resting those parts of the eye, you know, giving it that deep rest, that deep conscious rest. I know a lot of people say that why isn't sleep rest, and you are resting it to a certain point, but that's the same as saying, you know, if I stand up on my feet from 6 in the morning until 10 o'clock at night and continue running, you know, is sleep really enough rest? You still need to be able to rest the next day in order to allow those muscles to relax and also regenerate themselves. So you might be surprised that in doing this peripheral vision exercise, that when you get that rest in your eyes, how much better you're going to see afterwards, how much clearer things might be. You might have better in contrast as far as, you know, black and white is concerned, or even colours might seem a little bit brighter, because you really are giving your eyes the rest that they need. You might also find that if it's dark outside, that you could actually start playing with using the peripheral vision exercise in the dark and trying some lights, as opposed to just having it in daylight and waving your hands to the side. Now that has lots of other benefits. I talk about some of them in the free festive eye exercise tool video or blog that you can also find by just searching that. And I talk a lot more in detail in how having flashing lights in the periphery could be actually more beneficial than doing the exercise in the light. And of course you're also getting that bit more rest where you're in the dark as opposed to being in the light. And it's also a lot more mentally relaxing because there's less going on in the world around you. And you're just taking that time out to black out the room and just sit there and focus on your periphery and really just get that rest that your eyes need in order to function fully in their everyday functionality and in your everyday life, in order to get that good vision and in order to improve your vision, which of course is a lot of what we're trying to achieve here. So there we are then, the final one, the final exercise in my series of 3 of rainy day eye exercises. And the peripheral vision exercise really is a great one for you to play with, even if it's not one that you consider you need to do in your daily activity, or it might not be in your eye exercise program. But if you find yourself in a situation where you can't go outside and do your normal routine, then just try fitting in the peripheral vision eye exercise. It needs very minimal equipment, and you might be surprised by some of the benefits that you're actually going to gain from it. Now, if you like the tips that I mentioned in this blog, then you can also head over to envisionselfhealing.com, where you can find a lot more blogs like it. If you want to find out any more information about the exercises, then also on the Envision website, if you go to the exercises tab, you will find a detailed list of all the exercises there that you need to help improve your vision. We've also very kindly pre-written you some eye programs to help whether you have myopia, presbyopia, even things like retinitis pigmentosa or cataracts that are a little bit more serious than just wearing glasses, then we also have programs there for you to try out and to work on and improve your eyesight. You can also follow me on Twitter at WilliamFullerEN, and I regularly update on how my own eyesight is improving and also some great tips on how you can improve your vision. I also have a Facebook page that you can check out. First of all, we have a Facebook fan page, Envision Self-Healing, and we post a lot of pictures and updates there on how both Richard and I are getting on with our vision and any up-and-coming events that might be happening there. You can also find me on Facebook, William Fuller Envision, and you can also get your hands on a free ebook at our website called A Modern Day Guide for Improving Eyesight, and there you'll find lots of detailed information on how you can improve your eyesight by using the basis of anatomy, and also taking how our eyes were designed to be used and how we're using them in our modern day lives and how we're not using them as efficiently as we could be, and lots of great tips there on how you can actually improve your eyesight just from working on your lifestyle and trying to work these eye exercises into your life instead of having to take too much time out and then not doing your eye exercises. So good luck with your eye exercises this week and happy healing.